Oh,
Linda, what's the last name again? Linda.
Linda Marcus Smith. So it's not live yet. It'll take a second here.
Sorry, we didn't find any result. What?
We're live. So Facebook, hi, welcome to Comic Strip. Today on Comic Strip, we have another comedy legend, somebody who's been out there grinding. I can't wait to get to know him and have you get to know, love, and follow him and help his career. We have Chris CSnacks Clarke on, Clarke. He's in the other box over there. He's amazeballs. I met him and I knew he was special. I knew he was like a legend. He tried to go in under the radar next to me and I didn't let him. So here he is here today. We're trying to get this to where it's also on his page. So 1 second here as I make this whole thing public. I apologize, but that's the way life is. It's public now for everyone to see.
There was a problem sending a friend request. Huh.
The friend request won't go through. So what we'll do is afterwards it'll go on your page.
Okay.
Let's deal with that separate so we can.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll deal with that later.
Yeah.
So Linda, what's happening? What is happening?
Chris Clarke, you are the most amazing person to run into. I was standing outside, you guys, of the Extreme Comedy Club here in Las Vegas. And there was an remember the old veteran. I knew he was a veteran. And you were standing by him, and I thought maybe you were his relative or caregiver. And I didn't mean it in a demeaning way, but you were standing in close proximity, so I thought you were related to him. And I was like, are you a veteran too? Because I'm all about veterans. And you were like, no, and I'm not with him. And I'm like, wait a minute. How did we get into that, Chris?
I know. I don't know. You just thought, I don't know. I think I spoke, you see me when we were talking or something. And then you thought, I don't know.
Yes. Well,
maybe he was my parole officer or some shit.
No. Oh, my gosh. I want to do the introduction officially that comes off the page. Comedian Chris CSnacks Clarke. So yeah. you can look around and act bored while I read it because I'm sure you've heard it 1,000 times. The high energetic styled comic with a vivid imagination, comedian Chris Clarke has cemented himself as one of the most enjoyable acts working today. His first national TV appearance was on the 2013 revamped Comic View, hosted by Samore. He now tours the country with veteran comedian Rob Schneider. Besides stand-up, Chris has a very popular YouTube channel where he's, I had to change the page and it didn't do it right for me, where he's known as CSnacks, tasting food, snacks, from the front seat of his car. I've watched it. You guys got to get out there and see. It's hilarious. He has attracted over 40 million views on his channel. Oh my gosh. I haven't ever gotten most men to turn around and look at me once. His hilarious and unique way of explaining the way different snacks taste landed him a national fast food commercial for Checkers and Rally, and also a tour special on the cooking channel called Baby Got Snack, and was a food critic judge on the Beat Bobby Flay show. And you've also toured with Tommy Davidson.
Yeah. And also, like, I mainly travel with the Hodge twins. They're conservative comics. They're real popular on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. And I've been with them for like going on 4 years now.
The Hodge twins. So when you say conservative, you don't mean political. You mean they're clean and politically correct?
No, they're conservative. They're conservative, political. Yeah, they mainly do political comedy, but they man, if you don't know the hospital, they're like really big. They're like crazy.
I'm gonna look them
And
up today. I
they're
will look
cool
them up.
dudes, huh?
I'll look them up today.
Yeah. They're real popular, man. But definitely on the political side, they transferred over more. They're stand up to political comedy, and
Oh.
they're dirty.
Political and dirty. You know, that's one way to get me interested in politics.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about you. You're wearing a red hat and you grew
I
up.
know, right? Because I just threw this on. I don't even know. I should take it off, but my
No,
hair
I
is
love it. I love the yellow shirt and the red hat. What's the Imperial stand for on the top?
It's a brand I had bought from a guy that was coming up. I guess I don't know if they're still popping, but
Still
you know,
popping.
it's old. This hat's maybe like, I don't know, 6 years old or something like that.
That's old.
Yeah. And also I'm rocking comedian Chris Fraley's t-shirt. Big shout out to the black man. The comedy police. He's so funny, man. He got like a costume. It's like black man, like Batman, but it's like black man. You know who he is?
Yes, I know who he is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't get it confused with Farley.
Yeah, Farley. I know. I used to say Farley too. But
so you're good buddies with Chris Fraley?
Yeah, man. He's a good supporter, man. Always supporting all the time. And he sent me a t-shirt. I had this for, I don't know, for a couple of months now, and I bring it out for special occasions. So,
Thank you.
Yeah.
And you got hip hop facts behind you. 24/7 hustle.
Yeah.
Fat hip hop
facts. Serving per side 247 hustle serving home. Lyrics dope, 100% flavor. I don't know if you can see it in the beat.
I love it.
Yeah, in the bottom it says hip hop is best served hot. Dope.
Wow.
I seen this poster online. I was like, I gotta order it. I need this, so.
Absolutely. I love hip hop, the genre of hip hop, because it's so full of flavor and passion. Anything, where they're fully invested.
And it changes. And that's, hip hop birthed a lot, man. It's a culture,
It is.
And everybody.
Who's your favorite hip hop person of all time?
Of all time? See, I don't got of all time. I got a couple of them. That's, I can't even fit in.
Now that people.
They say a top 5.
Sorry, go ahead.
I can't fit 5 in there. I need more. I need more room,
Wow, you are a real fan of it then.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
I'm a huge Biggie fan.
Oh yeah, Biggie? Yeah, Biggie was dope. He was dope.
And Twista when he's going fast.
You don't hear that much. Twista is dope. Very, very slept on,
Yes.
Very slept on,
yeah. Don't even get me started about Eminem. Please.
Oh, M's your boy? You said no?
No.
You ain't feeling him?
He's like, to me, he's just, no, it's like, what are you doing in there? Like, you're just, no. I'm sorry. I know he pushed past, but no. It's like,
a lot of people
I prefer vanilla ice.
Word. Vanilla was dope though. I like Vanilla. And I met him, in person. He's cool as shit.
Yes, he is now. He's really become something great now. Yeah. But I mean, like before, when he was pretending to sing, that's where I am with Eminem.
Oh, M. I like M. It's different, man. I don't know. His voice changed to me, man. Like over the time, I got annoyed with his voice,
Yeah. I just get a little tired of like the Tanya Hardings and the Eminems that have to throw their family under the bus. It's like,
oh, that's deep.
I don't know. There's more to.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
So let's go back into your life. Where did you come from to get as wonderful as you are? You're so
Oh,
in the moment and so honest and real. And
thank
like
you,
you
Linda.
walk into a club, I feel so bad for some of the people who have come before us in comedy. Go into a club and nobody knows who you are. And it's like
Yeah.
I stand outside and I go, wait a minute, you're somebody, aren't you? You're somebody I should know.
I
And
know, and
like,
that's what you said to me too. That's what you said. He's like, "You're somebody," and you kept saying, "He's like, I'm gonna," and you looked up. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's maybe out here. I notice out here, it's like it's just it's a little different. They trying to get into a comedy club, you send your email. I mean, send your email. You send them an email like, "Hey, I'm this." Give them the credits, give them a link. It used to be like that. Okay, check them out, see whatever. If they're gonna go by credits, they can see it there. It's like out here, they you like, "What's up? How you doing?" Hey, send it to them. They don't even look, and it's just like, "All right, so what's up?" They're like, "Ah, I got." It's like a lot of comedy clubs out here. They have their guys, they have their people they deal with, and it's like you got to get a reference to a reference to a reference. Then they got to see you. It's like, do I really gotta do all that? Because I can get a reference from a bunch of big guys, and it's like, and then I go on stage and I'm whack. So, well, why was you looking at that? You could have just put me on stage to see how I do. It's not even,
absolutely.
yeah, it is what it is. I'm not even,
Because you,
I'm kind of like disappointed, but it's like, all right, you'll see, and then I'm gonna have to overcharge you.
it's right. There you go.
Shit,
Charge double.
yeah,
I got to do, I've only been doing comedy 7 years, Chris, and I got to do a guest spot a year ago. When I got done, the club said, we didn't even know you were a comedian. So if it's happening to me, I can
right,
only imagine how it's happening to you. So
yeah, yeah. It's I guess you got to get like a special or something. I don't know.
yeah,
I
it's
just
like,
don't know. But it's cool because I'm working the clubs. I'm just building my followers until, because I guess that's what it is now. So I'm building my followers. So it's like you can't deny me. It's like that's what you want. You want me to bring asses in the seat so you can make money. All right.
yeah,
We
yeah.
we could do that, So
You've been on, let's go back. Where did you grow up? What part of the country?
in Connecticut, I grew up in Connecticut, Bridgeport, Connecticut.
And were you always funny or did you grow into funny? Were you shy or what were
Nah,
you?
I was always funny as hell. Always got that since, man. I can't even remember like 10 from 10 on. Like it was just always like that because I'm the middle child. It's four of us, three boys, one girl. So I was supposed to be my sister. So I had to fight for my attention because I got two older brothers and then my sister. So it's like, and
Yes.
just always was funny. Always had like a story to tell, and I'll fabricate the story to make it funny. I always did that. I don't know why. I used to get whooping for that.
I used to try to be funnier than my father, and when I accomplished it, he would call me the B word. And so
Yeah. Wow.
that was like a compliment in the 50s.
Yeah, it was just like you. That's funny. When you topped him, he was just like, "Ah."
Oh no, you didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, my father, my dad he got a sense of humor. Even though he didn't talk much, but when he's ready, when he drank the old because my mother and father is Jamaican.
Wow.
Yeah, so when he drank the Rain Nephew, it's like first it's a level of like, yo, hilarious, and then he gets angry. Go
That
from,
was like my mom. My mom would get so angry.
yeah, that's that spirit, that's what they call the spirit, you
Yes.
know.
So, did you ever say anything funny when you were getting a whipping or getting yelled at? Did you make sarcastic remarks back? I did.
You did? Yeah, nah. It used to hurt too much. All the funny was gone. it was it was two things: run away or grab the either the belt, but that would be the wrong move.
Yeah. Boy,
You
oh
grab
boy.
it, and then it's like,
Now what?
shouldn't have did that shit. But yeah, yeah, it was always funny. I always on every level as I got older, just more and more and more and more. Just and then the inspiration was of stand up. So I didn't know about Richard Pryor until a little later because my father, he had his records, but he would listen to it. He used to have my father was a DJ as well. He used to listen to it.
Oh,
He's an electrician and a DJ.
wow.
So he'll be listening to his Richard Pryor or whatnot. I thought he was like a reggae. I used to see the records and Eddie Murphy at the time, but I thought it was like a reggae record or something. Cause Eddie Murphy with he used to have the flower in his mouth, that album. I didn't know what it was. And then later, well, not too far later, I seen Delirious or Raw when Eddie Murphy was he was telling the story. And it's crazy, no lie. I wish my father found the tapes, but I used to do that every Christmas. Not every Christmas, maybe a couple Christmas. They'll just sit there and I'll tell the story of just everybody in the house, like freestyle it and just make it up. But it was funny. Everybody's a laugh because I'll do everybody's gestures and how everybody talk, and I used to do that. So when I seen Raw, was it Delirious or Raw?
I don't know. I saw them both, and I can't tell you which is which.
Yeah, because it's in the very beginning. Anyways, it's one of those. And when I seen it, I was like, yo, I used to do that. And then I was just like, and that was it from Eddie Murphy, just to watch him. So from there, I paid attention to stand up. And Robert Williams, when it was Robert Williams and Whoopi Goldberg and Billy Crystal used to do that U.S. Open, the comics relief or something like that.
Comic Aid.
And it used to come on HBO, and I used to watch it. And I love Robin Williams, man, how he just so crazy. And then from him, Living Color came out, and Jim Carrey. I just attached to Jim Carrey because that's how kooky I was. I was like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was watching The View today, as we do, and Eddie Murphy was the guest on there talking about his life, how he started.
You said today?
Today.
Oh, I got to see that. See that.
It's really good. Really good. I learned some things about him I didn't know. He started, the first thing he ever did was ventriloquism.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that about Eddie.
Yeah.
Just imagine, yo, what if he would have took off doing that? Oh man, I would have been like, I mean, I don't know, but maybe that shit he probably would have been the best doing that shit because all the voices he could do.
Yeah. So you grew up in the East, over in the East. Where did you say you grew up?
Connecticut. Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Okay. So were there a lot of people who were funny, or are they it seems like more serious minded kind of people? Were they into your shenanigans and laughter, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. I used to, man, there was funny people, but they were snap. It wasn't like they wouldn't take it farther than that,
Yeah.
Shit. I think I knew that he was gonna rob me, but I kind of like talked him out of it on some silly shit and made him laugh, and he like didn't. I knew he was, it's never he or she, could say. And I don't know the guy, never met him again, never seen him again, but I knew that he was gonna rob my ass, and I said some funny shit.
That's so cool. I love that.
Shit, yup. And he didn't. He's gonna stick me up.
Wow.
I remember that shit.
Oh my gosh.
Because he was talking to me and he was like, what? And then he's like, and he started laughing. He took his hand from his way, like, that's, I don't know.
I was in
I
banking
remember that shit.
I was in banking 24 years and I've
Mhm.
been robbed 4 times. Me.
Whoa.
So there was one guy that came up to my
And it came
window.
to you.
Yeah. Oh, they'd scout the place out and go, she gets the people in and out really fast. And so they'd come to my window to rob me because I was the fastest. So, that was my mistake. I should have been slow and they wouldn't have come to my window. But yeah. So
Wow. Did you push that button underneath?
yeah. And I gave out dye packs like that was water. I'd, you
Yo,
know,
I need me, you gangster. I know you're supposed to do that for your job, but what if you get caught and he see you do push the button in that? That's your life.
it is.
You feel me? Like
Mhm. You got to be really sly to do it and not
and
get caught.
you got to be really sly, but it's like, yo, that's even a trapeze artist walking on the tightrope falls
Yeah.
and during practice. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Mm.
Do they pay enough for you to take that risk?
No, I
That's what I
was
know, because my sister was a bank teller.
like six
And
dollars an hour when I started in the 70s. It's like, give me a break. And they expect you to wear a business suit from Nordstrom's on $6 an hour and and do everything right during a robbery. Mm.
and it still hasn't changed. They don't pay him shit. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's deep.
Your
Damn,
sister.
Linda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I faced a
So
gun
tell me
before.
more about yourself, Linda. Tell me.
No, this isn't supposed to be about me, but when you start talking about a robbery, I was like, oh, I got something in common with you now. So you
Yeah.
high school, college, did you do plays and comedy or make people laugh on stage? Or when
Oh
did you go?
yeah. Wow. Speaking of that, it's on my Instagram. If you go to my Instagram, I show the video. So uh we had a couple of talent shows, but this is the main one that was recorded in high school. We were freshmen, and it was a fundraiser for the seniors in high school, and to raise money for their prom or whatever, the dance. And so they had a talent show, and everybody was doing music stuff. And my silly ass, I was like, yo, everybody doing, like, at the time, Method Man was hot and SWV and all that shit. And I was like, yo, why would you want to do rap? It'll be dope when you do a song, the first few minutes, they'll be like, and after a while, it's just like get redundant. Like, it's like, I say, yo, let's do some funny shit, right, to my boys. Cause I went in high school at the time, I was in Bullard Haven Tech. That was a technical school, like half class and half technical work. Like, and I was in electrical because my father electrician, and I thought to follow his footsteps, but no. So my boys, I was like, yo, let's do that. It was like, all right, word. So what we gonna do? I was like, yo, let's do a song though, but make it funny. Let's do the Jackson 5. It was like, oh shit. And I broke down, yo, we could have the clothes. My father was he was always a fly dude. So he had all those. I wish I still have his shit to today. His clothes, like long butterfly collar, pimp shit. So I was like, yo, I could get the clothes. I got the song is Love Will Be Your Own, I think it's called, Michael Jackson. That had everybody had a part in it. So it's like, I bet. So we practiced at my boy's house like 2 times a week until the date. And yo, I could not get the dances, I couldn't get it right. It was like, yo, why? I could dance, but I couldn't get that rhythm right. And they used to hang me. They'd be like, yo, it's because you Jamaican, man. You want to do some bogle. That's what I remember they used to snap on me and then I got it right. And so boom, the showtime. Uh, so, oh my God. Yo, everybody, we came to school with the clothes on. We dressed, we had the afros. Oh yeah, I forgot. So I took some clothes and stuffed. I told everybody to put clothes in. No, it was me. Nobody else did it. I put mad clothes in my like my butt, so it was just like crazy big. That just looked goofy, just to make it even funnier. So the talent show's going on. Everybody in the auditorium, like damn near the whole school. So we walk out 2 people before our act. Yo, we walk out Plus my father had Jerry curls at the time. So he had the Jerry curls. So we took out the empty Jerry curl, say this Jerry curl, filled it with water. We had the Jerry curl. So when we walked into the auditorium and sat in the bleachers, whoever was on stage, yo. So they were doing a thing. And when we walked out, everybody was just like this, the head. Everybody was like, yo, dying. So we was walking out. We was like, pss, 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 pss. Yo, we sat down. They screamed so loud, so like the girl on stage was just like this. Like really? Yo, so the I forgot the host of the show and a couple of teachers came over, was like, yo, y'all gotta leave. Like, oh my God, it's funny, but y'all gotta leave. It's not fair. So we left. We was like, yo, so we went backstage. I was like, I told you, watch it till they see us. Everybody's going, go y'all pumped. Yo. So if you see the video, and this is where it starts from the video, the teacher comes out saying his whack, dry jokes. Yo, when that curtain said like this,
I'm gonna go there today.
We was like this. Then the beat came on. Yo, oh my God. When I say everybody that was there, people was coming out of the classroom because they could hear the roar just came into the auditorium. It was already packed. Teachers, I'm talking about the landscaping dude, because I remember seeing the dude on the side. He had a rake and a hat and just like this. Yo, so we killed it. We killed it so bad you couldn't hear our voice. You couldn't hear what we were doing because people were screaming. And yo, so we crushed. We won by a landslide. Even if they tried to rig the show to make somebody win, this just wasn't gonna happen. They would have started a riot if we would have lost. So it was about $60 each. We got that was mad money, man. I was like, $60, and I had to sell no drugs. So yeah. From there it was just like, yo, I like I put everything together, not to be like that, but I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I knew it was gonna happen. I was like, yo, man. Laughter, man, could cut through anything, man. Like, you know, it's good for deals, good for interviews, good for everything, man. And us as comics, man, it's crazy. They use comedians for everything, but yet we get the shitty end of the stick. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's crazy. They use this for every. This is not one thing they'll use for entertainment. They'll use a comic to warm something up. Either we're warming something up or baking it at the end. It doesn't matter. And then, you know, we get the peanuts. We get peanut money. We get treated like ish. You know, it's crazy.
It's so true. That's what I feel talking to the comedians I've talked to is there's so little respect in the world and in the clubs and among the other comics. And you're dedicating your life, making this a priority to make people laugh. And what are you getting in return? You deserve so much. Like, people need to really respect the people that have kept comedy alive, and it's not easy to keep comedy alive. And now we've got the PC culture and the cancel culture.
Man.
And you know, thank you so much for so many years of service to comedy. You know, and legends came before you, and you show respect to them, and the young people should show respect to you.
Yeah.
And I mean young on stage. I don't mean young in age, but
yeah, young on stage. Yeah, it's man, what the thing with comedy is crazy because I know it's a lot of comics do bitter, but it's like sometimes they just need somebody to recognize, and you can clear that bitterness shit up. Somebody just recognize them and put them on just a little bit. Like what's those cartoons you see somebody like all gray and mean, and it's like I forgot it was like a child's book, and just a little kid came and gave him a heart, and he just cheered up. That shit is really like that, you know.
it is.
Because you know, when that shit don't happen, they just spew that bad shit all over, and it just it attracts to other comics that's not even like that. You know, as far as like what they went through to get on. you know,
Yes.
the hard shit they went through. It's like, dude, don't put it as because you went through that, you got to make another comic go through like, yo, well, I went through it. You got to go through it. Stop the wheel. Don't let the wheel keep going. Put a goddamn broomstick in the shit and, you know what I mean? Let it break and let them get an easier way because it'll just keep going down like that. Don't continue to shit on, man. That shit is crazy. It's just like, man, I've seen that so much, you know, is
I-
like I'm still to this day, I'm still going through some BS and a lot of cats that they didn't even have to go through shit and they're doing those selling out shows and all that shit. And it's just like, that's what's up, you know, but it'll show if you're like, you don't got it, it'll show.
It will.
No
It
matter how
will.
much following, it'll show that you need work, you know,
You,
it'll show.
you don't want to rise too fast in this,
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Especially in comedy, it's not a sprint, man. It's a marathon. You know,
yeah.
you could start comedy at when you could speak. You could
Yes.
start it from when you could actually speak till when you can't speak anymore. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
So, who are some of the people that you would say have been your idols and who's helped you along the way that you want to shout out to?
man, there's a lot. Then my buddies in comedy, we go by me and my dudes, but it's a lot of us, a lot of friends that there's you got Darren Rivera, you have uh John Moses, Marshall Brandon, Dino Vigo. Those are comics that like help me and help me. Like it's a bunch of cats. Joe Vesey, like really helped me like put me on to certain. It's a bunch of comics I can't even start off naming. That's why it's like not one. It's just a bunch of inspiration comics that helped me like along the way and still just hit me up and give me information. I remember back in the days, a lot of comics used to just send like audition stuff that you didn't know about. Now nobody don't say shit. They just, they don't say nothing no more. I don't know if it's how it is on around the world, but back in New York, everybody just sent everybody emails like, yo, this audition is going on. This festival's going on. Like, word, yo, thanks. And it's like, now it's just that it's just one door, and thousands of comics trying to get through that one door, man. It's like, but
Very
it's
few
actually a
people,
bunch of other doors, man. It's just like, yo,
so many people aren't willing to share information that,
exactly,
and that,
exactly.
like, oh, I would tell, or they'll say a secret location, or I,
Yep.
I got, just like the world is a big place. And if you, I believe that if you give other people opportunities, the best person will rise and get the part. And it doesn't matter who your competition is. If you're just up against yourself, let other people try out for things.
Yeah. Yeah.
I,
Absolutely.
you know what I want to know from you, Chris?
What's up?
You are so, I don't know what it is about you. I haven't pinpointed it, and I'm dying to know, why are you so wonderful? I've said this to you privately, and you probably think I'm macking on you, and I'm not. I'm
Uh
you are you are so special. I knew that the minute I locked eyes with you. If you were an athlete, you could have been in the Olympics. But here you are in comedy. And there's something about your eye contact, your being present in the moment, being real and authentic. What makes you so what did you go through in your life to make you so wonderful?
well, I gotta say, people won't believe me. I'm not from this planet.
I believe it.
So no, I'm just kidding.
No, I believe it. I believe you might be in touch with, different things than other people because you have some superpower going on.
ah.
No,
Uh
I really mean it.
I don't know. I've been through, it's just my, living off experience, man, and living off and different experience it molds you, thank God I didn't come across too much trauma. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Shit, we need hours for me to talk about the craziest stuff that happened to me. Like I almost died like twice, like
Wow.
straight up, like a piece of hair, and it's a crazy way. It was like a crazy way to die. Like it's just so much stuff, upbringing. It was rocky with my family coming up. I don't know. I don't know. It's just
You really
I
care.
look at this. I look at this. It's like, man, and I said it on big shout out to Freddie Carrera. I just did his podcast. It's not even me. I just like using that terminology. And uh rapper Beanie Siegel said it's like, it's like on some do on to others is if you want others to do unto you type shit. And it's like everybody use one another, but as long as you don't misuse each other, you good. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I look at it like that. When you misuse somebody, that's when the problem comes on. And shit could get violent and shit could. So I
Yes,
don't know. I'm just on that. The more you dish out positive, you get the shit back. It comes back. It really comes back.
it
You know what I'm
does.
saying? So
When
I don't know.
I
I
can't
don't know.
for,
I don't pay. I don't know.
I can't
I ain't
forget the
narcissist. I'm not bragging. Not conceited. No, just do, man.
when I met you, I could tell there was so much depth to you. It was
Um,
like it was like a soul to soul moment because you weren't just another person that was out there just on the sidewalk. There was something so special about you. And then when I found out you weren't with the older veterans standing there, and then it dawned on me, you're another comedian that's come in this club that nobody even knows who you are, and I know you're somebody in comedy, and you're taking it in the stomach because you're somebody in comedy and nobody knows who you are. Nobody's
mm,
recognizing you or giving you your props. That's how I felt when I met you. And it doesn't, you're not letting it get to you. You're just being
yeah.
patient, and you're there for me on the sidewalk when I don't know that people have been there for you, and I want people to be there for you.
Oh, thank you, Linda. God damn it.
Seriously, seriously,
Thank
like
you, Linda. Shit.
so you've traveled and opened for big people.
Yeah.
So what's that been like opening up for Tommy Davidson, and the list goes on? Talk about some of that. Those are great moments for you.
Yeah. Just man. Just just fun and it's building helping the character and the experience. um Man, I could, it's crazy, I could perform in front of like three people to like eight. The most I perform in front of is 8,000.
Oh wow.
8,000, yeah. And it
Sheesh.
wasn't no army base, it was like a concert. Actually, it wasn't even for comedy. And so I did like a couple of shows with Lil Wayne when he first was popping, when he first did that lollipop and all that. And then he was already popping, but I'm talking about worldwide. And there was a concert that was in Bridgeport, Connecticut. It was like 8,000 people packed out, and he was late. And I was like the host or warm up, whatever. And I had to be up there for 45 minutes.
Oh geez, Louise.
45 effing minutes. And I know I couldn't do stand up. I couldn't do stand up because they're not for that. And so I was just like doing fun stuff and having music play, and had the crowd and had a couple of people come up and do, just to be an entertainer. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, and I'm not big, I'm not big, especially at that time, like, and like holding it down. Like, we know it's real when like a good, I don't know, 2,000 people out of the 8,000, like you hear the, like, all right, guys, I'm out. Y'all ready for whatever? And they like showed love, and from that to doing stand up at a high comedy club in New York City, and sometimes, uh, you know, it's like three people, three, four people, and it's the mother and father and two kids. Maybe no, you have to start a show back then. The minimum people was six, so six people sitting in a comedy club. You had to do 20 minutes like on clean jokes. Like that shit is from there to there. Like, yo, that shit is crazy. So it just molds you how to do stuff because certain people can't perform in front of a little bit of audience. I mean, they can, but they don't have the experience to do it. It just you gotta. It's like it's like an 18-wheeler. You got to adjust the gear back down. You know, you got to adjust it.
I was just
Okay,
thinking
that's
about
it. Yeah.
downshifting.
You got to downshift. You got to downshift. You put up the speed. It's you know, that's what. So people like they do stand up. They'll do stand up 2 times. I'm like, yeah, I'm a comedian. Like, really? You're a comedian? Okay, you could just start and I'm a comedian. Like, you know, not taking nothing from them because they could build on to it. But it's like I didn't start saying like I'm a comic and full time until like 10 years in. I've been doing 17, going on 18. Actually, I started in 2000. I started 2000 first show on my son's birthday, and I was doing it once a month. And then I was like on and off. I was like, and I just stopped, and it came back 2006 or 5, and then from on, you know, and then I got my voice, and it's like, yeah, now you know. So
What year did you get your voice?
I don't even remember actually the actual year. I mean, I'm still I'm still working on myself. I'm still working on myself because it's like you know, you change, like shit changes, you know what I'm saying? You some comics be hot. You see it the other way around. Some comics be hot and they just fall off, you know.
Yes.
I want to just keep, you know, that's my goal. So it's like I'll go back. I'll go to a mic and just work. I don't even like when I'm out here in Vegas, I don't even care about getting paid. I need to sharpen my shit until when shit's open back up and I go on. Everything is ready. My pencil's been sharpened, you know?
Yes.
So it's like I'll be howling at these clubs like, yo, listen, it's like maybe because I'm coming at them like that, they're like, I'll just open my guy, like thinking, and I'm like, yo, I'm just, you know, want to work my shit. Me saying that, they probably think I'm whack and new, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
After I gave them my information, it's like, just look.
Thank
But,
you.
You know.
Yeah. It's really tough, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's so, the business here in Vegas is tough. There's so many people that live here that are 15, 20, 30, 40 years in the business. And I think they get a little bit, they get a little burned out looking at the talent. And when I saw you in the club, I thought, wow, if this was my club, he'd be on the stage.
Oh shit. Thank
It's
you.
that, you know, there's a look where you should be able to know without looking at the paperwork. No, this guy needs to go on stage.
Yeah. Thank you, Linda. Shit.
Yeah. I just wish that, yeah. So so your goal is to keep getting better and better, and you're not above even 20 years in the business, and you're not above going and working at the mics and grinding hard. And so what's the legacy you're trying to leave in the world? How are you trying to make the world better through comedy, or who are you trying to touch in the world through your comedy? Or how's the pandemic made you a better human, or something like that?
You asking that question, I never even thought about that. Like,
good,
what's the type of impact you want to leave?
Good.
It's
I'm
like,
glad.
Damn.
If I can get you to think about something, you know, that's great.
Yeah, I never even thought about that.
Good.
Wow. I didn't even think about that. Because I'm still, because you know they say practice makes perfect. Man, you're never perfect. You're never perfect.
Never.
You could be better than your last. You know, you just keep working on it because ain't nobody perfect. Come on now. Really, you're perfect? I mean, it's a compliment. It'd be a compliment, like thank you, but you know, so it's like that's why I say I'm still working at it. You know, I'm still working at it. As you can see, I'm not at every club. You know, I'm not, you know, I don't have a Netflix special. So me achieving that and doing that, then I could work at, you know, I would love to drop I'm working on that to drop a special. And I got everything in the back ends and for it to go on the platform. I just got COVID, man. It was in the works. But you're definitely going to see like a special from me, and the world's going to see. It's like, you know, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What about Dry Bar? Is that something that going to Utah to do comedy for
Oh yeah, I'll do dry bar. I said dry bar. I'll do a dry bar. I had hit up the guy. They was coming to Bridgeport, and I was in Bridgeport at the time. And I emailed the guy, and man, it was kind of like a whatever, like a weird response. But I'm not gonna give up. I'm definitely gonna do, because a bunch of comics I know that done it, and I'm gonna reach out. I'm definitely gonna reach out, because they're giving it to people, a lot of people now. You know,
Yeah, they are. It's
yeah,
really out there. People are
yeah.
getting millions
And
of
it's a real,
views.
yeah, especially on Facebook. Yo, you get crazy views. I'm like, this is what's up. You know.
It's yeah, that
Yeah.
and that opens up doors at clubs after that too.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah. That's absolutely.
yeah.
That's kind of like the up and coming Montreal Just for Laughs, kind of like. Well, not
Yeah.
really, but yeah,
I know
it's
what you mean. It's
yeah.
like a benchmark. Do you plan on doing the Just for Laughs, or have you already done it?
No, I haven't done it. But I haven't. Yeah, I haven't done it.
Is
And
that something you'd like to do?
yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's politics to get to that point, to get to somebody for them to see, and then you go. You
Yeah.
know, I had representation like twice, two different times, and it's just like they like shelved me. I was with CAA for like a year, and they like shelved me um because of my pop. It's like, yo, it's like nowadays these cats assign you when you're popping, you're doing it. Then it's like, okay, so what, I need you to take 15% of all my shit that I work for? It's like that shit is crazy. But
Yeah.
I guess that's what it is. But if
Yeah.
I get to that point with all the millions, I'm just gonna create my own shit then, if it's like that, you know.
Now everybody has to be their own agent and manager.
Yep.
It's a lot of work being a comedian. I
Yep.
mean, I'm just a baby comic at best. I'm like a wannabe. I'm only 7 years in it. I
Seven,
feel
yeah.
guilty saying I'm a comedian. And I'm not like I feel like you do about young comics calling themselves comedians. I've had a couple guest spots. I've gotten paid a few times, I'm nothing, you know.
Nah, you listen, in the 7 years of the time, some people, I notice a lot of comics, they be like, yeah, I'm whatever years in, but it's like you ain't like doing a track history. It's like you didn't contribute shit. It's like, so you're 20 years in, you're that good, then you see the act, and it's like, damn, you're 20 years old. I mean, 20 years in, you're that good. You get what I'm saying? Not just with you, but so it's like,
Yeah.
don't even look at it. But you're 7 years. You got time. Like like I said, until you can't speak no more, you could be doing stand up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm only competing with myself, but when it comes
That be the
to
thing. Yeah, that be like I went through it too. It's this, and
the thing is,
plus, yo, we're grown. Especially when you're grown, you got shit. You got to take care of shit on light in life. It's like, yo, that's what they call it. This is the real grind: being a father, being a husband, you working a job, taking care of life outside of comedy, then doing comedy well. Man, that shit is a grind.
that's right. That's right.
Cats have no kids, no wife, no nothing. It's just you. You got a lot of time on your hand, bro. You should be better than what you are, motherfucker. You know?
What do you want to say to people? Where do you want people to, what inspiration would you like to give to people?
To people or to comics? Because it's like,
Both or either. Either non-comics or comics. You or
yeah,
both.
man, whatever you how can I say it? Just like you said in the beginning, you was like, did you always have it, or did you get funny along the way? And it's like that in life. Like, it's a person born with a talent to do something, just effort, like no effort, and it'd be like, shit, that was like, you did it correctly in the first try. Somebody, talent like that on anything, and then someone that could pick it up along the way and get good on it. That's two different types of talent. Like, that's dope. Like, I'm not academically smart, dude, but I can just naturally be knowing the answer and knowing just you can just see it. So if you either way, you know, you can pick something up. That means you can pick up a bunch of stuff and get like damn near great at everything. If you can do that and you're good at that, take up a lot of stuff. You'll guarantee you'll be great because you have so much certificates. You know what I'm saying? That
Yes,
you so-called mastered it. You know what I'm saying? Do
I
that. And
do.
that's like it's rewarding for yourself, and you can turn all those skills into one project and you'll be dope or you'll be successful or whatnot. Or if you have that talent and you know you're good at it, and there's some people that they know their talent, but they don't even pay attention because they're so busy in life working, being a mailman or whatnot, and their talent is just getting shadowed. Man, you better take that talent out and dust it off, man, and show the world you can do it in every way, man, you know? So I don't know if that's an answer. So,
Oh, that's the most beautiful response I've ever gotten. Thank you.
oh, word.
Because
Thank
there
you.
are two kinds of people. There's people out there that can pick things up, and those that were just born gifted with it, with the
Yeah,
talent.
yeah.
So that's two answers. That's beautiful.
Thank
So,
you.
where do you want people to follow you to help your career, to make your life easier in comedy?
Yeah, you know what I say? Because I do. We didn't even talk about the YouTube thing, but I do. You could hit me up at just type in on my Instagram. You know, it's better on the Instagram because from the Instagram you can see everything. Uh, if this is going on Facebook, just hit me up, comedian Chris Clarke, and you'll see what I do, and just follow, just help follow this. You following just helps and make it easier for me to get to where I'm trying to go because it's all about the following, especially in stand up. You follow me on Facebook, Instagram is comedian Chris Clarke. Still, no matter what you put comedian Chris Clarke with an E at the end, it'll pop up. Everything will pop up. My YouTube and everything. And
What's the name of your YouTube?
it's CSnacks. You type in, go on YouTube, just the letter CSnacks. My page will pop up. I do like these funny in-car food reviews.
And you've done
Yeah,
work with Bobby Flay.
yeah. I was a judge on from me doing like food reviews in the front seat, just like this. I'm in my car and it's like I'll show a product and talk about it, and then I taste it and I give you my ratings. I rate from 1 to 5, and from 5, I say, I do a little generic shit. I say is banging. So I make it funny and comical, and it's clean. You could have your daughter, 5-year-old, watch it. I don't
That's
curse, no innuendos, just just like just kid, like not kid, but just funny references to stuff. And yeah, I was a judge on a beat Bobby Flay. From me doing that, they seen that on my YouTube and hit me up. Like it was no audition. They hit me up, was like, listen, we want you to be a judge. And I was a judge judging Bobby Flay. Like, what? I was with these two female food critics that is like they got a track record of what they do. And my little ghetto ass over there, like, what's happening? But it was funny. I made it funny for the time being and beat Bobby Flay. And they gave me me and this big time food reviewer that kind of helped me start into YouTube, Dame Drops. Me and him, we had a show. It was our special on the cooking channel. It was called Baby Got Snacks. You can't find it because it was their project. It was a pilot. And we didn't make it to season because it was like a competition against another project. And he was like a old school rock star. And it's like, of course, he's gonna get the credit. Like he was somebody. Uh Basically all right, let me get straight to it. Basically what they thought our YouTube channels together was going to transfer into TV, and it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
we didn't get the season, but it was fun. I still got the footage of the show. It was fun and got a lot of love. But yeah, so that for instead of stand up, so that's like the size thing I do is food critic,
Wow.
comical food critic.
Who have you not worked with that you'd love to work with?
Eddie.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Eddie.
Oh
I like Cedric, the entertainer. I like Cedric, man. Eddie, Cedric, Will Ferrell. I love to work with Will Ferrell, man. Like he's
my
not even a stand-up comic, but
God.
I love to work with that dude, man. And I want to get in. I want to get into like voiceover stuff. So
Really?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
super.
yeah,
Yeah, I can't do impressions or voices and if I was going to do a voiceover, it'd have to be my own voice. Like,
yeah.
you
You
know.
do have a voice. What do you mean? You do have a voice. I can see it being a character. You
Yeah.
know, I
I
can
just
see that.
like people have said, "Oh, you should do voiceover." Oh, like what? My own voice? Like I don't even want to hear it. Why would anybody else?
Well, you know, they start off. This has this exercise. It's just having pictures of little slide card pictures, and it's like you look at it and just do a voice that you think it would sound like. You know, that's
Really?
an exercise. You know.
Oh, I'll have to try that. I'll have
Yeah.
to try that. So I I'm going to put a post up on the video. I'll type all of your Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and have people especially go follow you. And I'll keep posting it today.
Okay.
And anytime you have anything that you want to come back and promote, please come back. You're welcome to
Okay.
come back once a month. Nobody takes me up on this except a couple people. And is there anything you want? I'll give you up to 5 minutes to talk to people. Say anything you want. Do anything you want. Say anything you want. Close out the show or
With five
not.
minutes.
Yeah, I'll let you do.
I
I'll let
didn't.
you. If there's anything you want to say to people that I didn't cover, or if you're going to say, God, I wish you would have asked me about this, now's your chance.
I know. Damn, that's kind of like I'm like I
Yeah.
don't even know.
Yeah, like favorite thing you did growing up, people that helped, teachers that helped you, craziest thing that ever happened, stupidest, weirdest, hardest thing you've ever learned, anything that I didn't cover. And
Uh,
I can drill you to death, but like I want.
it's just so much you gotta like pinpoint unless I have to think and write it down to tell you. But right now I'm like,
No problem.
it's just yo. I had a crazy ride. You know, even though it's not over.
Are you going to write a book about your life? You sound like you have so much there.
That could happen,
A one man show.
right? Oh, definitely. I'm gonna have. I got it, man. I got enough material for a couple specials. You know, yo, I got a lot of material, man.
I want to hear about your whole life. I wish that. Do you want to come back and go into a certain part of your life in depth, or do you want to save it for your book and one man show? I feel
Um,
like I'm only touching the tip of the iceberg with you. That's what I'm trying to say here.
yeah. Well, yeah, I'll come back, but it's like I will have to organize it together to come to talk to you. I mean, unless you just have questions, I can answer. It'll pop if the question is asked,
I
you know?
wouldn't know what to ask, but if you want to
Uh,
put something together about segments of your life that you'd like to tell people about, I would love to know more about you because I knew it instantly when I saw you on the curb that I knew that sounds like I met you on the curb of a street, on the curb of the Extreme Comedy Club in
yeah,
Vegas.
we were outside. I thought we met even before that. It wasn't it at
Couple
LA?
times we've seen each other in clubs.
Wasn't it LA Comedy Club? No. I thought
Probably. I met you after that. I saw you at LA Comedy Club, and I think I saw you at the Notoriety Club come in one time too. Did you ever
oh
go to
yeah.
No?
Actually shit, I'm gonna be there. Man, you know what? Let me plug that.
Yes. Let's plug this.
I'm gonna be at the notoriety the four funny uh
Fuckers.
fuckers. Does
Sorry.
it call it that? That's what it is. Damn. So yeah, excuse me. The four funny fucker comedy show that's at notoriety on Fremont, hosted by Mike Faverman. That's a dope show. Um, I'll be there this Saturday, the
This
13th.
Saturday?
Yeah, the 13th.
Wow. That's
I
coming
know, and I
right up.
didn't. I had put it up. It's crazy. I was like, I messed up the date. I posted it that it was last Saturday. And he was like, "Yo, it's next week." I was like, "Oop," and I deleted everything. So that's the 13th, and then the 16th, I'm going to be headlining uh closing out the show at the Extreme Comedy Club
Wow.
on the 16th.
Okay. I'll put that
Yeah,
on
on the
this
16th.
post.
Hmm?
That I'll put that on the post too when
Oh,
with the
thank you.
video.
Yeah, so March 16th here in Las Vegas at the Extreme. Just type in Extreme Comedy Club.
The show at Notoriety starts at 9, doors open at 8:30. I know that. At the Extreme Comedy Club, what time is that show on the 16th?
That's a good question. Now I got I forgot the
'Cause they
time.
have 2 shows and I don't know which one you're on.
Yeah, it is. Doors open Tuesday. So Tuesday, so on a Tuesday, the March 16th, 9 o'clock,
9 p.m.
9 p.m. Yeah.
Cool. We'll break legs both times. That's
Thank
where
you.
I got to talking to you at the Extreme Comedy Club. It's a really cool club.
Yeah, nice, small, intimate. You know, he switched it up. He got the luxury fly couches. You could bring your lady or your guy or whatever
Yes.
to it, you know.
I'll
So
see if I can get out to one of those. I don't know what my schedule is, but if I can, I'll be there. You know, I will if I can, Chris.
okay, no
Thank you
problem.
so much, Chris. I'll post this. I'll make sure other people see it.
Okay,
Thank you. And please come back and figure out what you want to come back and tell people.
okay.
I mean it. When I say it, I mean it.
All right, Linda.
Thank you,
Thanks for
Chris.
having me. Thanks everyone
Chris
for
Clarke, CSnacks.
yes,
Thank
CSnacks.
I miss you already. You're amazing.
Thank you, Linda.
And I've only touched the tip of the iceberg. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Linda. I
Bye.
appreciate it.
No
Bye, guys.
problem. Bye.